Hello everybody, this is Noah from Green Arc Reviews here, back again giving you another movie review here, and this time I will be reviewing The Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger is directed by Gore Verbinski and stars Johnny Depp and Armie Hammer. The film is based off of the radio show and old television show of the same name, in which we follow Tonto. He's old now, and he's telling a story to this young boy at this little carnival kind of event. And he's telling him the story of the Lone Ranger and how he met and how they went on their adventures and how everything goes along for the whole story. Now, I wasn't really necessarily excited for the Lone Ranger, rather that I was intrigued mainly because I like Gore Verbinski. I love Curse of the Black Pearl, that's one of my favorite films. And I also really enjoy Rango, which I think is terrific. And I also love Johnny Depp, he's one of my favorite actors. And Armie Hammer is an up-and-coming actor that I really enjoy also. He's terrific in The Social Network. Here's the problem though, there were many production problems going on, like production was set back for a while, and also, it's going over budget about like $250 million, so I had worries going in, but also was still intrigued because I like westerns and I have fun with them. Unfortunately, The Lone Ranger is a completely bloated and abysmal effort made by Gore Verbinski and Jerry Bruckheimer. I'm really disappointed in this movie. Gore Verbinski does a good job shooting this film. He makes it look nicely, and he does a very good job just, you know, making everything just look well done, nice western feel, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the film. Also, the film's final climax at the end is a fun time to watch, but really that is all I could say that I enjoyed about this film because the rest of the movie is pretty bland. Now here's the thing about Armie Hammer. He's a fine actor, he's talented, I loved him in The Social Network, but here he just doesn't seem to be having much to deal with. He doesn't have much to go around, he's not an interesting protagonist, and he's actually kind of silly in some parts. And it's sad because if he's given the right material, he could do something really good, but here he just does nothing. And also, here's the thing I gotta say about Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp never gives a bad performance. He is always great. In everything, like in Jack Sparrow, or Edward Scissorhands, or Ed Wood, he's always great, but here's the problem that I have with him. He has been recycling Jack Sparrow for the many past performances he had since Curse of the Black Pearl, and it's gotten very tiring. Here, as Tonto, I still saw Jack Sparrow, just in Indian makeup. I really want him to go into more grounded kind of roles. Act like a normal person, just play a normal person in your next film. Work on your acting career and maybe try to earn a few Oscar nominations or maybe a win in the future. I love you, Johnny Depp, but you really need to stay away from the Tim Burton kind of movies or Jerry Bruckheimer kind of movies because it's getting really old. Also, the film's script is pretty bad. It's just stupid and convoluted. It has so many tone inconsistencies throughout. There's some parts where it tries to take itself seriously and surprisingly dark for a Disney movie, but also has many moments in here that tries to be lighthearted and fun, and it's just not necessarily funny. Sure, Johnny Depp has some chuckle-worthy moments, but it just doesn't seem to work out very well. And also, here's another problem I had. Armie Hammer and Johnny Depp have no chemistry at all. They just don't mesh well together, and I think if the script gave them more to deal with, they could have had something there, but the problem is that the script is so poorly written that there's nothing for them to even work with at all that gets it entertaining. And here's my biggest problem with the movie. This movie is 2.5 hours long, and it feels like it. It's so bloated and bland. It's about 2 hours plus of nothingness until like the last 15 minutes, which is actually pretty fun. But by the time that last 15 minutes comes up, you're just so exhausted that even though I did enjoy it, I just felt like that, wow, this movie was a missed opportunity. Leaving the theater, I was definitely very disappointed in The Lone Ranger overall because I thought this had potential. Because I think Gore Verbinski is a terrific director if he's allowed more to do with his own films. Because when it's like Curse of the Black Pearl or Rango, he's terrific, but when it's like a studio-based kind of a project like the last 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, even though he didn't direct On Stranger Tides, he just doesn't seem to work there. And I was really disappointed overall, even though Johnny Depp was somewhat entertaining. The rest of the film was just bland. He had no chemistry with Armie Hammer, the script was poor, the movie is too long, and even though that last 15 minutes is entertaining, that is 15 minutes out of 149. So I'd say skip this movie. It's not really worth your time in my opinion, and I gotta give it 1.5 out of 5 stars. So thanks guys for watching my review for The Lone Ranger. If you want to see more videos of mine, click that button and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Like this video, share this on Facebook and Twitter, any other social media device that you may use. You can also check out my written reviews at greenarcreviews.wordpress.com. You can also check out my Facebook page in the description. And I guess that is it. I am Noah from Green Arc Reviews, and I'll see you in my next video.